In the early days of online gambling, I think there was kind of a détente between law enforcement and the people who ran those offshore gambling houses. That changed when they decided that they were breaking laws and they were going to start enforcing those laws.
They hated the idea that people were becoming billionaires in what they considered to be illegal. You know, this would be, from their point of view, if Al Capone had gone public during Prohibition, you know, legalizing bootlegging.
This week, Congress has been debating whether to clamp down harder on illegal gambling on the internet. Americans wager billions over their home computers, but the huge profits mostly go elsewhere, to countries like Costa Rica.
The Federal Department of Justice got interested, and they just took the position everything's illegal. And they used the Wire Act as their main threat.
It's illegal in the United States and has been for a long time to use a telephone to make a bet, and those same laws apply to the internet.
They waged a war of intimidation. They would try to keep scaring people into leaving the business, and actually were quite successful. A lot of people got scared.
Banks didn't want to be prosecuted themselves, so then they stopped doing the transactions that related to the online gambling.
In 2006, the federal government obviously passed the Unlawful Gambling Act. Now, the majority of the people that were operating in the US pulled out.
When the wrong card hits the board, you can go from a great hand to one that can't win.
On April 15th, 2011, they announced indictments against the 5 biggest sites.
Black Friday was a day that will live in infamy with the online offshore gambling places. The government decided to take action in a really, really big way. So not only did they seize the assets of these organizations, they closed out their domain names and seized the assets of the individual bettors.
What these busts ended up revealing was the fact that some of those sites actually did not have the money that everyone believed that they were holding. They had actually spent all of this money.
Following Black Friday, about a third of the global poker market disappeared from the radar. That affected players around the world.
To this day, those individual bettors have not gotten that money back.
Black Friday was sort of a nail in the coffin for online poker in America.